You've probably seen this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this. Well, forget about the last one, but you've always wondered how they're making them. All of them are made with a single plugin called Saber. In this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Saber. So after watching this, you won't need another tutorial on this topic. So let's begin. The first step is to install the Saber. It's actually super simple. Open the link in the description and download Saber based on your device. I'm using Windows, so I'll download the Windows version. Then, open the downloaded.exe file, click Agree, and press Install to install Saber. And you're done. Now that you have Saber, let's create your first effect using it. Download the file from the link in the description and import this video into the timeline. Then, press Ctrl D to duplicate your layer, and using the ellipse tool, create a mask around the wheel. Make sure the mask is perfect. Right-click on the mask and select Track Mask. Choose Position, Scale, and Rotation. Then press the play button to start tracking your mask. Now apply Saber to the mask layer. Don't panic if the whole screen goes black. Inside the Effects panel, extend the render settings and change the composite setting to transparent. Then your screen won't be black anymore. Then, extend the Customize core and set the core type to Layer Mask. This way, Saber applies around the mask you've created. Then, you can play around with these values to achieve your desired result. I also recommend selecting a preset from the Saber presets. Then, if you want to animate your outline, add a keyframe for evolution. Move a few frames forward in the timeline and change the evolution value to a negative number. This number depends on how fast or slow you want your animation to be. Then, if you check it back, you'll see that you've created a cool Saber outline effect. Now that you know this, let me show you how to apply Saber to your text. To do this, first, select the text tool and type the text you want. In my case, I'm just going with my own name. Then go to the Properties panel and customize your text. I highly recommend choosing a bold font like Impact for better visibility. After you're happy with your text, do not add Saber to your text layer. Trust me, it won't work. Instead, create a new solid layer with the default settings and add Saber to the solid layer you created. Don't panic if the whole screen goes black. Extend the Customize core and set the core type to Text layer. Then, in the text layer, select the text you created. The reason you see this is that there are a lot of glows in Saber's default preset. So again, select a preset from the Saber presets and play around with these values to achieve your desired result. Now, for the animation, set the end offset to 0 and add a keyframe. Move a few frames forward and change the end offset back to 100. Then add a keyframe for mask evolution, move a few frames forward and change the evolution value to 1. Also, if you want to add more interest to your animation, press S on your keyboard and add a keyframe for the scale. Move a few frames forward and increase the scale value. Now if you check it back, you'll see that you have a cool Saber text animation. Applying Saber to a custom logo is simple, but it involves a few steps. Here I have my logo as a PNG in the timeline. You heard me right. That's my logo. I'm Batman. Anyway, after adding the logo, right-click on it and pre-compose the layer. Next, go to Layer and choose Auto Trace. Leave everything at default and click OK. Auto Trace basically turns your PNG into a mask, so then you can add Saber to this layer. Don't panic if the whole screen goes black. Again, go to Customize Core and set the core type to Layer Mask. Explore the Saber presets to find one you like. I found a preset called Neon, which looks really dope in my opinion. Set the end offset to 0 and add a keyframe. Move a few frames forward and change the value back to 100. Then, if you check it back, you'll see that you have a cool Saber logo animation. Now that you have enough Saber knowledge, let me show you something really cool and professional. A feeling inside me says this is the whole reason you watched this video until now. So here it is. Download this video from the link in the description and add it to the timeline. Then, duplicate the layer, select the rotobrush tool, and double-click on the screen to rotoscope your car. Using the mouse, you can brush over your car, and if at any point you mess up your selection, just hold Alt and deselect that part. Make sure to select only the parts that contain the original color of the car. After you're happy with your selection, click on the Freeze button and wait for the tracking to complete. After that, you need to click on this button again to unfreeze the layer. Then you need to duplicate this layer 2 more times. On the topmost layer, enable Invert Foreground. Add Hue Saturation to the middle layer and adjust the hue value to find the color you want. While this layer is still selected, select the pen tool and create a mask outside your car. Press M on your keyboard and add a keyframe for the mask path. Move a few frames forward and adjust the mask path so that it covers the entire car. At this point, you should have something like this, but now it's time to add Saber to the layer. Don't panic if the whole extend the render settings and set the composite settings to add. This way, your mask won't be invisible. Then, extend the customize core, and again, set the core type to layer mask. Like before, explore the presets until you find one you like. Also, try changing the glow color to a shade of the color you chose for your car. Now you can check it back and be proud of yourself. Well, I hope I mentioned everything you need to know about Saber, and I really hope you learned something new. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Fellas, never forget to subscribe to Adobe Simplified. See you in the next one. Bye.